Hello my dear children, once again welcome to our physics class. Hope you all are fine over there. Children, in the previous session we had discussed about escape velocity. We also derived an expression for escape velocity. Also, we discussed the expression for gravitational potential and potential energy. Okay, so today let's discuss about another important concept in the gravitation chapter, that is orbital velocity. As you all know, satellites revolve around the Earth in a circular orbit. So the velocity with which the satellites revolve around the Earth is known as orbital velocity. Okay, so what is orbital velocity? It is the velocity required for a satellite to revolve around the Earth in a fixed state. Okay, or in a fixed orbit. Now, let's derive an expression for orbital velocity. For that, consider Earth. So, this is Earth. Mass of the Earth is capital M. Radius of the Earth is capital R. Consider a satellite. Let the mass of the satellite be small m. This satellite is situated at a height h from the surface of the Earth. So what will be the total height of the satellite from the center of the Earth to this point? Yeah, the total height will be r plus h. Okay, so the total height of the satellite from the center of the Earth will be r plus h. Now just look at this dotted lines. These dotted lines represent a circular orbit and plan the satellite revolve around the Earth along this circular orbit. The velocity required for this satellite to revolve around the Earth in this fixed orbit is known as orbital velocity. So let's derive the expression for this. See, you know, here we have a satellite of mass m. Here we have our Earth. So there will be a gravitational force of attraction between Earth and the satellite. So what will be the expression for that gravitational force? So this is the expression. Gravitational force between Earth and satellite will be F is equal to GMM by R plus H whole square, where M is the mass of Earth, small m is the mass of the satellite, and R plus H is the total distance between center of the Earth and that satellite. Okay, so that's why R plus H whole square is substituted here. Now, you know, this is a circular motion. So centripetal force will be there. And the centripetal force required for the satellite is balanced by the gravitational force of attraction between the Earth and the satellite. Once again I repeat, the centripetal force required to maintain this circular motion is provided by the gravitational force of attraction between Earth and the satellite. So this is the gravitational force of attraction between the Earth and the satellite. And what is the expression for centripetal force? Centripetal force is mv square by r, but here what is the radius of that orbit? Here if you consider this as our orbit, what is the radius of that orbit? Radius of the orbit will be r plus h. Okay, so the centripetal force will be mv square by r plus h. So this centripetal force is provided by this gravitational force. Hence we can equate both the forces. So for stable rotation, this centripetal force must be equal to gravitational force of attraction. So this is our centripetal force, this is our gravitational force. When we equate both the expression, some terms will be cancelled. Here small m will be cancelled, and here r plus h and 1 r plus h from the square will be cancelled. So finally we are left with v square equal to gm by r plus h. Therefore v equal to square root of gm by r plus h, and this v velocity is the velocity required to revolve around the Earth. Hence this velocity is known as orbital velocity. So what is the expression for orbital velocity? It is square root of gm by r plus h, where m is the mass of the satellite, r is the radius of the m is the mass of the Earth, r is the radius of the Earth, and h is the height of the satellite from the surface of the Earth. Capital G is the gravitational constant. So that's all about the orbital velocity. And from this expression, it is very clear the orbital velocity of the satellite decreases as the height of the satellite from the earth increases. So if satellite is situated at a very greater height from the earth, its orbital velocity will be less. Okay. Next we can discuss the last topic of this chapter, that is total energy of satellite. Rest of the topics have been deleted. Now you know total energy will be the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy. So here also total energy of a satellite will be the sum of kinetic energy of the satellite and potential energy of the satellite. So first let's derive an expression for kinetic energy of a satellite. You know, expression for kinetic energy is half mv square. But here we are discussing about satellite, and the velocity of the satellite is considered as orbital velocity VO, isn't it? So here kinetic energy is half mv square, that is half mvo square, where VO represents orbital velocity. Now we know from the previous slide we got from the previous session we got the expression for orbital velocity. Orbital velocity VO is square root of gm by r plus h, isn't it? So VO square will be gm by r plus h. Square root will vanish when we square the term. So kinetic energy is equal to half m v square. Instead of v square we can substitute gm by r plus h. This is g, okay, gm by r plus h equal to half into gmm by r plus h. I have just rearranged this expression. So this is the kinetic energy. Next, what is the potential energy at a distance r plus h from earth? So this is the expression for potential energy minus gmm by r plus h, and you will learn more about potential energy in your +2 course. So for now you just remember this expression. Potential energy at a distance r plus h from the surface of the earth is minus gmm by r plus h. Okay, so what will be total energy? Total energy will be the sum of kinetic energy plus potential energy. So this is kinetic energy, this is potential energy, just add it. So half gmm by r plus h plus minus gmm by r plus h. You know, plus into minus will be minus itself. So here you have half gmm by r plus h. Here you have 1 gmm by r plus h. So you know half minus 1 will be minus half. So the total result will be minus half into gmm by r plus h. So this is the total energy of an orbiting satellite. Okay, so that's all about the orbital velocity and total energy of the satellite. Notes of the topic and YouTube video have been uploaded. Just go through it. We will meet in the next session. Till then, take care all of you. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.